Hello, welcome back to Lush Velvet Coasters, and today I thought I would curse you all again with another horrific Planet Coaster video. So last time I of course made an absolute one-to-one perfect recreation of Nemesis, and today I'm going to be combining all of my least favourite elements from many of my least favourite coasters and some of my favourite coasters just to keep it reasonable. My biggest concern is just keeping this rideable because I'm going to have to choose one coaster type to do elements from lots of different coasters, so let's see how it turns out, and without further ado, let's get into it. So I've kind of had to think of like the coaster type that I want to do, and I think it's going to have to be an arrow looper, just because it is, well, arrow coasters, not my personal favourite, but it can also invert and do the stuff that I need it to do. It's quite flexible, quite literally. I think I'm going to choose a city. That sounds like the most unpleasant place to have a theme park, right? Let's call it... Oh, hell no. This feels like blasphemy. I'm an enthusiast, alright, I'm allowed to have, I'm allowed to not love everything. The American Arrow, this is the one. I'm so sorry, Big One fans, it's nothing personal. Let's have this. I was gonna say let's have it side on, but I guess it's going there. The only way that I can start this coaster is with a lift hill, just this coaster type. So I'm gonna have it be really boringly slow. I'm gonna keep it at 5 miles an hour because any quicker and testing is gonna be quite difficult. Let's just make it... I don't really have a preference on lift hills. I guess let's just make it like uncomfortably steep. Because if it's going that slow as well, that'll be really awful for everyone. And I'm gonna keep the height at about here. And then I'm gonna have some very slow drive tyres. I feel like pacing is quite important, okay? And if you get to the top of a lift hill and you're like, finally, and then you have a really slow turnaround. I mean, it works for Oblivion because, you know, it's half of the ride's duration. But in the case of this coaster, I just want to keep it real boring. So let's have this nice pre-drop. Just all ugly. Yeah. There. Beautiful. When I think of a first drop that I hate, I'm really sorry, it's gonna have to be the big one. It's just the first thing that comes to mind. It's a good thrilling first drop, but I just like going over that crest, building the airtime and the speed and the force, and the big one just is like and kills you. So yeah, let's just go straight into the big one. I mean, I'm doing this from memory. I'm gonna say my defense, but it's not my defense, is it? So yeah, nice, horrible, twisted first drop that's just gonna make you want to cry. And then in perfect big one fashion, nice big straight pieces of track. Nope, that's too curved. It needs to be straight. Not a force into sight. There we go. So now, I'll do an airtimeless hill. Let's just really waste this potential. So this is really personal against the big one. This is basically just why I don't like the big one. I'm so sorry. Why are you not... Stop! That's not what I'm pressing. Are you kidding me? Oh, you know what? I swear it was on lift hill track. Oh, what a waste! Chain lift, right? You can read that, right? Jesus Christ. No wonder it was letting me do it so steep. Oh, that's a nice, reasonable height, right? Yeah, okay. So, oh, you know this is going to be really petty, but I don't like IPs, so let's just fill this first, like, slow pre-drop section. Hear me out. Ads. Like, this ride is sponsored by... is it like Slurpee or something? I feel awful. This is no hate to anyone who likes, you know, the big one or Blackpool. Nice, slow as possible. 2 miles an hour. Get to really experience the ads. You know what? I like rides that have, you know, when you're surrounded by things, but this is just going to be all screens. Really just make sure that you're fully immersed in the products. Look at that. Beautiful. So, big one drop. Kind of does that, doesn't it? It just, I call it the psycho drop because some psychopath made that. The end. Oh, it almost needs to be steeper, but it's not the ride, so I'm just gonna keep it at just under 90 degrees. That'll do. And then I'm gonna have it level out and just waste all that momentum, you know. Yeah, I just kind of want to not go all the way to the ground. That is exactly what the big box version drop looks like to me. You know what, I don't dislike Icon's Immelman, but it upsets me. Yeah, go on, let's do Icon's Immelman. I know that's going to upset some people, but I just want to get rid of some of that speed. And you know what, taking that Immelman when you're doing Enzo is absolutely soul destroying. So let's just allow you to partake in that sensation. It's the lateral G's that usually kill me off. Oh, my audience at this rate. 3G. No, that's not bad. How about, I think it's vertical G's I'm going to be looking for, isn't it? Yeah, 8 G's. Nah, they're going to die. Right, let's shallow out that drop. Yeah, let's raise all of this. Yeah, keep it a little higher because we're already so low to the ground. I have like 27,000 elements to put in after this, so just smooth it. I wonder which part of the lift hill my test train's on. Oh, I'm not even joking, it's still up there. Right, so Icon Zimmerman, that is exactly what Icon is. I swear it like dips down more. Now, because we're on a straight track that's fairly low to the ground, I'm gonna go straight into Colossus's twirly bit. I'm not trying to like I'm not trying to offend anyone. It is fun, but my issue is that you go upside down so much that I have no idea. Like, I think like, oh, we're done now, we're gonna straighten out, and then we go upside down again, and I sound like a banshee. So height line roll, entry left, and then I need, oh no, I've run out of space. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn first. Oh, for the love of God, slow down then. Keeping these height line rolls nice and tight because I don't want this coaster to be like comically large, you know. I just looked at my camera and I realised I'm sat like this. It's stressful, alright? This is a full-time job. Alright, so our peak is 6.48 Gs. That's not going to kill anyone, right? Maybe if I just trim, like, I think I can, yeah, trim this whole section. Yeah. Trim this too. Right. I can't believe how much I'm having to slow this down, but then again, you know, no one hates it more than when a coaster gets trimmed, so. Now, seeming that we have some speed, I think this would be a good point to go into the Indiana Jones vertical loop. You know the one. Disneyland Paris. Oh, an Indiana Jones ride could have been so beautiful, right? And then they made this thing. It's like all the budget just went into theming it. I'm sorry. The thing is, I need to build this custom because to my memory, it's a very just straight up circular loop. Like, it doesn't seem to have that nice oval shape that, say, Nemesis has. And it hurts. Oh, this is gonna kill someone, I know it. Oh, it's just keeping it round. I'm literally moving the mouse the opposite way to the way that the game is like taking it. Stop it. Nice and round. This is going to exceed the G-force limit. See, I really want guests to be able to ride it. I want to see people on it instead of just the milk bottles. That's all I want. That is exactly what this vampire has. Identical. You know what's good about this ride is every time that I don't know where my train is, or I'm like, I wonder where it is, you know it's just at that top section. That's not useful for anything, but let's have a look. $5.72 Gs. See, there's nothing black on here, it's just lavender. I'll take that. Actually, what I think I'm going to do first is I'm going to turn this around and take it back under itself. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take it back under itself because another element that I want to include is a bit of a wild mouse. You know how they kind of have those left and right bits. I know it's the intention, and that's what makes such a that's what makes a small ride so thrilling. But it feels horrible. Come on, everyone knows that. Everyone knows it's horrid. I feel like this could actually be marketed well. This could just be called the Everything Coaster. You could just have this and nothing else because it has elements from, Big Arrow Hypers. It has elements from Gerstlauer coming up, B&M. See, I am creative. Boom, boom. I'm gonna have to have a second lift hill at this rate, which wasn't the plan, but I don't think anyone planned for me to make another atrocity, so... Right, so in the past 20 minutes or so, I've had to adjust this so many times to make sure that it's not too fast and not too slow. That has been the biggest thing, is that I'm either over trimming or there's no trims, and then the G-forces are killing everyone. And it's also very hard to get the right speed to get through this wild mouse type section, but I figured it out. So we've got the Colossus section, then we've got the Indiana Jones vertical loop, perfect timing, and then we've got this nice wild mouse section. So we just need to make sure that the train can make it at that looks pretty reasonable. Yeah, okay. That looks good. A little dull by the end there, but... So the next thing that I want to add... I think I'm going to go with the Nemesis. Oh my god. The corkscrew at the end of Nemesis. Jesus Christ. Right, so... My only reason that I don't love it is that it's very fast, and it's at the end of the ride just after you've been beat up by all of the forces of the rest of the ride. It is the one part of Nemesis that I don't love. I still really like it, but... So right after a wild mouse bit seems like a good time, so long as I have enough speed, because I know it really slows down there. So I've got a little trot, and then... Might be under rolls, right? Yes, corkscrew, entry. I don't actually know what way it goes, left or right, because by that point in the ride I'm completely just unconscious, so I'm just gonna guess. Either way it's a corkscrew. Alright, get off my case, thank you. I thought we valid then. No, it's just the trims. Oh thank god. Come on, you can do it. Could be faster, but it makes it. Okay. Oh, my game's struggling with this. I'm just trying to lower it. Come on. That's a bit low. But you know what? To add to the realism, let's put this in a tunnel, through another tunnel, there, and then there it's Nemesis. Forbidden Valley is right there. 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 I think for the ending section, I might actually just add a second lift hill, just because that's our only way of speeding up in this bloody coaster type. Just a little one. And not too steep drop, because that's not my goal here. And then I'm going to finish on the Smiler's last two inversions. If you know, you know. If you don't know, it's probably for the best. So it's the second to last one that is like literal hell. But it's so painful, I'm gonna have to like custom make it. So it just goes, oh, this is the point where it's not gonna be rideable anymore, isn't it? So it's a nice banked, like, turny. Oh god, how the hell do you make a corkscrew? Just channeling the Alton Towers entrance here, corkscrew, you know, I'm just trying to use that as my mental reference. I can't. Duh. This is the bit that's gonna drag my ratings, for the love of God, and then the right, so there's the Smiler's last two inversions. That's exactly what they look like. Right, so now that I've finished the track layout and I'm quite happy with it, I'm gonna go away and theme this, add all of my decoration, and then I'll come back to you with the atrocity.
2 hours later.
Hello, welcome back. It has been a good few hours now. I haven't spent that long on this, but I have spent a good couple of hours just theming it. You'll see. I've just made it a little bit more of a theme park to get some foot traffic in, because the coaster isn't super popular, I'm not gonna lie. The fun rating is pretty low. You know what? It's got a bigger queue than I thought it would. Instead of theming it, I've just filled it with advertisements, because you know how I mentioned about IPs and how the big one has the Pepsi Max branding. This is the Gulpy coaster. Where is it? There we go. The Gulpy roller coaster. And these are footpaths, they're just a bit invisible. Yeah, I've just added some facilities to get people kind of through a little bit. And yeah, I've not POV'd it either, so to start off with, let me just show you the atrocity that I've done. So you come through the Gulpy roller coaster sign, because you know, roller coaster is just a great name for a ride, and you just come in with straight up advertisements, pointless scenery, a nice little cattle pen down here with some also just pointless scenery, terrible throughput by the way, and these lasers sound awful by the way, so I'm just going to wait for a train to come into the station if you can hear me over the music. Yeah, I've gone a little extra with the advertisements, as you can see. Yeah, here we go, I'm facing the right way now. I'm not queuing that one to go on the American Arrow one. Oh yeah, I've not even named it. There we go. So let's hop aboard. I'm going to do POV for the first ride. I did plenty of glitter as well, because you know, everyone just loves glitter. Okay, let's go. I'm hoping that this actually makes it around the circuit. And we can just pretend that this building up here is, you know, structurally sound. You can already hear it. Here we go. Just advertisement central. All that this park sells also is just Gulpy. We have a nice broken screen as well. Ready for the big one drop. I don't actually know if this is right. You know, not bad. Not bad. This is exactly what Colossus looks like. I don't think that's a good sound. It's not supposed to do that sound. Anyway, now into the final Nemesis corkscrew with a nice little bit of Gulpy brand in there. And into the second lift. You know what? This isn't actually too dreadful. Into the Smiler's final two inversions there. Literally exactly what the ride's like. And now we just hit you with a bit more Gulpy branded. This bit was like vaguely inspired by the end of Wicker Man, where it's a little bit anticlimactic. I should have added some mist just to get you right in the face, to be honest. You know what? I'd ride that. That's all I'm gonna say. So that is Gulpy Rollercoaster. No, I think I went so overboard with the Gulpy that I like forgot the whole point of why, like what this video was for, not gonna lie. But I've managed to combine, strangely enough, a lot of things that I don't like. And it's kind of alright. Like I said, I'd ride this. I mean, actually, I might take that back. I said I wanted to make something rideable and semi-realistic. And thanks for watching. Bye.